Hello everyone. I'm sitting here in my apothecary that I just got all set up, ready for the winter. I want to share a few things today. I have a very important announcement about me, something that's going on in my life. But first, I want to start with a passage from one of my favorite books, A Daily Dose of Sanity by Alan Cohen. Find the stream. Life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Don't resist them. That only creates sorrow. Let reality be reality. Let things flow naturally forward in whatever way they like. Lao Tzu. Most of us are familiar with the Star Wars maxim, "May the Force be with you." While the reasoning behind this good wish is sound, its language is not a completely accurate depiction of how the Force works. The Force is already with you. The question is, are you with the Force? Imagine you are in the mountains and you want to get to the ocean as quickly and easily as possible. You know there is a river that can take you to your destination, and you set out to use it on your behalf. At the outset of your journey, someone says, "May the stream be with you." This suggests that you will be walking wherever you want or choose, and you hope the water will leap out of the stream bed, find you, and carry you. This is not how the stream helps you. If you're going to harness the river's power, you must find it, get into it, flow with it, and let it carry you where both you and it are going. The river will not divert itself to follow the course you dictate for it, but it will become your best friend if you follow the direction in which it is already moving. There is indeed a mighty force animating the universe. It is one of well-being, health, prosperity, love, and all the good things you desire. The force is happy to take you where it is going and where you want to go. But you must get with it. If you wander far from the stream, it will not help you. Nor will it come to your aid if you sit at a distance from it and do nothing. If you get into the river and fight your way upstream, you will not arrive at your destination either. There's only one way for the stream or the force to be with you. You must align yourself with it. Whether or not the force is with you is not a matter of luck. It is a matter of choice. The force is already with you, trying to work on your behalf. May you be with the force. So I chose that passage because it really relates to a big journey in my life that I've been going through. And so, I've been kind of not really telling a lot of people about what I've been going through. A lot of my close friends and family know what's going on with me, but I actually have a broken back. And it, for some of you to know my story, this first happened to me 20 years ago when I was 16 in high school. I was playing football and wrestling, and what happened was I got injured and I broke the transverse processes at L4 and L5, and also what is called pars defects bilaterally on L4 and L5. Okay, and those pars defects are called hairline fractures. Like that's what that stands for. And I was able to wear a brace and do rehab and stuff. And since I was young, I was able to come back, and I was even able to wrestle again and stuff. And for the most part, my back was okay. I think in some ways it never really was the same from that injury, but I was able to deal with it. And anytime like I threw it out or anything, that's kind of what led me to all the holistic practices that I do today. I remember in college, it was the time I threw out my back, and that's how I started yoga. And yoga really helped me for a time, and I still do it every day. And then when I was in college, after college, I was working with autistic children, and I had an accident at work where I got headbutted by a child. And that totally threw off my whole spine. I had a bulging disc in my neck, and I was out of work for a while, and that's actually what brought me back home to Connecticut. And I went through quite a healing journey and transformation, and it had affected my low back as well, that injury, but that's what led me to all the holistic practices that I use today, because I wasn't really getting much help from Western medicine, and I was fortunate. All these healers just came to me on my path, and I was led from one to the other, and all these angels were here for me, and in doing so, I was eventually led to one of my main teachers, Dr. Ming Lu. I started taking Tai Chi and doing the acupressure sessions with him, and taking Chinese herbs and teas. And I also had integrated the aromatherapy and crystal healing and Reiki and sound, and a lot of the things that I use with my clients and students are things that I use with myself to heal my body. And I really, I became in such a good space after doing so, and I really focused on every aspect, on, the spirit, mind, and body. And I integrated these practices into my life. I totally changed my whole lifestyle, and really, have dedicated my life to these practices ever since. I changed the whole course of my life, and I was able to train with my main teacher, Dr. Ming Wu, and I took a bunch of certification courses with some of the other healers and teachers that I had met, and I have been, practicing on my own for a number of years now, and that's, how some of you know me, and I teach Qigong and Tai Chi, and I see clients privately for healing sessions, and I also make all my wonderful products, most of the products I sell online and stuff, and all that's been going great. But a few years ago, trying to get to the point here, I actually fell on the ice walking my dog when we used to live in a condo. He had pulled, and I didn't see there was some black ice underneath snow, and I slipped, and I basically fell right on my hip. And right in that moment, my intuition told me that I had hurt my back again, that I had possibly broken it. And unfortunately I did. I re-injured that same injury, the bilateral pars defects on L4 and L5. I tried at first to see my chiropractor and get acupressure and acupuncture and take herbs and all these things, and it helped to a point, but unfortunately my pain has just kept getting worse and worse, and I've done every holistic thing possible at this stage. It take me a while to tell you everything I've done. I've changed my diet completely, and I'm completely free of any inflammatory foods, and I've done countless acupuncture, massage, Reiki, chiropractic, all sorts of different modalities and treatments, and different herbs and supplements, and all that has helped, and it has, I think I wouldn't be able to really function if I didn't do all that I do in my life. So But unfortunately, my pain level has kept getting worse, and I started seeing a bunch of different doctors. I wasn't really getting the appropriate treatment because most people see the injury that I have as something, as a stress fracture, and a lot of people can go around and not really be in pain with this injury, or it doesn't come out till later in life, like when people are like in 60s and stuff. But I think because I had already injured this area before when I was 16, it's a little different for me. And I'm very blessed though now to have found the right doctors, and I've really been willing to take the time to work with me and to get to the bottom of where my pain is coming from. And I also have been wearing a brace, just like when I was 16. And I've been wearing this since the summer, and that has really helped. But I still am in pretty much excruciating pain all the time. Most people don't know. I kind of hide it really well. When I told a bunch of my students and clients, they were like, "Really?" But yeah, so I have constant pain right at L5, that area, the deep aching pain, and I get nerve pain running down my legs and stuff. Because of those breaks at L4 and L5, my spine is now not stable. It's slipping right at that, that lower lumbar area, and it's now impinging upon the disc. So there's some degeneration of the disc, and that is basically only going to get worse. And since my pain level has gotten worse and stuff, I have decided to make the leap of a permanent solution, which is to have surgery. After deliberating very long and seeing a bunch of doctors and opinions and doing everything that I can, I am going to get a double spinal fusion, L4 to L5, L5 to S1. I won't have discs there anymore. I'm going to have 6 screws and 2 rods in my back. But I am confident in my doctors and the care that I'm getting, and they, truly believe that it will take away my pain, stabilize my spine, and that I will be able to live a long, healthy life. I could have some complications down the road, but I also am very aware of my body, and I'm going to do everything I can to take care of myself, which is what I do. Use all the amazing medicine that I work with, the Chinese herbs, and just all the stuff that I do to help to heal myself, the aromatherapy, and I've already been making bone broths, and the list goes on and on of different supplements I'm going to take, different treatments that I'm going to get after, and at this point I'm excited to get it done, to move forward in my life. It's been something that for some reason I've just been keeping to myself. I'm not really one to just share everything that's going on with me, and but now since my surgery is going to be on Thursday, I wanted to kind of do this video sooner, but I've just been really busy tying up everything and finishing work and all that, and so yeah, so that's what's going on with me, and I really wanted to do this video just to let everyone know, people that I haven't already told, because I've been basically telling this story a lot to people, and I figure it might be easier to just blast it out on Facebook so I don't have to keep telling everybody, and also so everybody knows what's going on with me. So I am going to be out of work for 6 to 8 weeks, so basically the rest of the year. They say because I'm young and healthy, I don't really have any other issues besides my back. Should be 6 weeks. I should recover pretty well, especially since I'm going to take some amazing Chinese herbs and do all the things that I do that other people might not do, and eat really clean and juice and all these wonderful things. So yeah, so that's my very important health update. And going back to that passage that I read, it's like, I feel like I've been on this journey a long time, and in some ways it's been a blessing because it's led me to all the amazing holistic modalities that I work with that have helped me, and it has really shaped my career and the ability to help others with these things, and so it's been very impactful in that way. But I also, I've dealt with a lot of pain in my life. Basically, at this point, I don't really know what it's like to not be in pain. And I look forward to finding that again, and being able to be active, because I haven't been as active as I used to be. It's been a challenge to even walk as long in the woods as I'd like to, and to forage for all the wonderful plants and mushrooms, and to do a lot of things. I've kind of limited my life, and I've basically just been working and taking care of the house and myself, and doing what I can. But it's become more of a challenge as time has gone on. So that's why I've made the decision to do this. So, but it's like really, I've had to, for a long time, I kind of resisted it, and I was like, no, this didn't happen to me again. Like, I'm not going through this again. I already did this 20 years ago. Like, I'm good. Like, but Spirit and the universe has really told me that, this is a big part of my story and what I'm supposed to go through in my life, and it's going to allow me, and it has allowed me to be compassionate to others and their perspective and their situation. And, I think it's going to do it even more. There's so many people that are suffering in the world, and it's such a crazy time in the world right now, and it's just, and I'm a very sensitive person, and maybe that's also part of it. It's like, this is how I'm handling it too, and that I'm supposed to go through this deep pain and like burst through the other side and go to the light, and help to bring other people to the light. And that's really what our job is to do. Us light workers, our energy workers, is to bring people up. And I'm excited to be my best self and to be more of service and to be able to help people more fully. And so in that way, I'm actually excited, and I've done so much work. I had this amazing healing session yesterday with some of my healing friends, which I'm very thankful for, and it really helped me to let go of any fears and apprehensions, and to just to really surrender, to really get in that stream and just let it flow and let it be what will be. And so that's what that passage was all about, and that's a lot of what I wanted to share today. I also, one thing I haven't really, because I've been so busy with stuff, I haven't really fully shared with people, is this past year, I actually took a Chinese herbology course. It's actually really hard probably for you to see that, okay? But at Laura Magnosa's class, the Connecticut Institute of Herbal Studies, that was a year-long course I took, and it was an amazing kind of missing piece for me in my training in Chinese medicine. I had known a lot with Chinese herbs, but now I really feel confident in working with them and doing consultations, and it was an amazing course for me. It was it was an honor to take it and to learn this amazing Chinese medicine that has helped me so much in my life. And I was also able, because of doing that, I was also able to join the American Association for Drugless Practitioners. And so I just got that certificate the other day, and so I'm excited to be a part of them too. And yeah, so I now am, I put it on Facebook and my website a little bit, but I'm now doing herbal consultations with clients, and the beauty of that is I can actually do them anywhere, because just by asking the appropriate questions and looking at your tongue, I can determine what pattern of disharmony you may have and the appropriate herbs to prescribe to help that. So, it's pretty cool that my teacher's Dr. Wu has been doing that. He's been doing herbal consultations in China for a while, and I'm starting to branch out on that too. As well as also doing them in person. But you can find out more information about that on my website, chiefrehealing.com. And it's been a really exciting thing for me to do, and I always will continue to learn and deepen my practice, and just add more tools to my tool belt to help people. So that's what I'm all about. So I feel like that really is my mission in life, and you know, because I know what it's like to suffer, and you know, there's so many people are suffering, and I want to give them alternative ways to heal themselves, and you know, to give them hope and to bring them back to peace and wholeness, and that's what we all strive for, you know. So, so yeah, so I because I'm going to be out of work for a while too, I also wanted to put it out there that if any of my clients that have been working with me would like to buy some gift certificates that can be used in the new year. I usually run around the holidays a gift certificate special. You buy one, you get one half off, so that's $150 for 2 sessions with me. They can, you know, obviously be applied in 2018 when I'm back to work, but you can find a link for that on my website as well. Also, you know, since the holidays are coming up, if you're, you know, looking for some unique gifts, like some tinctures that I have over here and teas, and you know, I have you know, other products too, like crystals and some of the wood creations that I made, like candle holders and coasters and stuff. You can find all that stuff on my website too, or my Etsy shop, where there's chiforhealing.etsy.com. So if you feel like support me anyway, and then also getting some beautiful gifts for your loved ones or some gift certificates, that would be awesome. And my wife has also set up a GoFundMe, so if you feel like supporting me in that way, I'll also post a link for that. And yeah, so that's, I will also, you know, obviously, since I'm letting everybody know what's going on with me and stuff, and you know, I will also be posting updates. I'll do some more live videos and some pictures, and once I'm able to, you know, probably once I get home, I hope to be home by next Friday and recovering, and I'm very grateful to have an amazing wife to help me out, and amazing family and friends, and I look forward to just taking the time to heal myself, and I hope to start back up on writing my book about my healing story and my connection to the earth, and that's basically what that's going to be all about, and a lot of the things that I've learned, and to be able to share them with others. So that's my plan, is kind of sit and do some dictation on my computer and write my book while I'm healing up. So you know, and I'll have plenty of tinctures all year long, because it was an amazing year foraging. As you see over here, these are most of the mushrooms and some of the herbs that I foraged for this year. So I'm fully stocked up. I got some tinctures cooking right now too that are going to be ready to go, and I'll be putting them in bottles. So, you know, they can help with a lot of things. I got a lot of stuff that's good for winter, good for, you know, cold and flu prevention, boosting the immune system, and the elderberry tonic, and reishi, the wild mushroom tonic, and lemon balm, and all these amazing things that can help to keep your immune system strong, and also help you, if you do end up getting the cold or flu, to bring you back to health. There's also some amazing Chinese herbal formulas for that too, and I will be, you know, keeping my herbal orders going with my clients, and you know, if I'm not able to ship them out, my wife can do them for me. So, and I can answer any emails and stuff like that, and text messages. So while I am just not, you know, teaching classes and seeing clients physically anymore. So yeah, so that's my big update, my big news, and I hope you all are doing well on this beautiful day, and enjoy the holiday season that's coming up, and yeah. So, and make sure to find your stream and get in it and let it flow.